I need 30 seconds of your life because what I'm about to say, you have never heard it said like this. There was a man. He spent his whole life rushing toward the next thing, dying to finish high school to get to college, dying to finish college to start my career, dying to get married, dying for my kids to leave, dying to retire. And then one day, he stopped, looked around, and said, now I'm just dying. No purpose, no fire, no reason to get up, just an empty finish line at the end of a race that didn't matter. That is the life most people are living right now. Maybe that's you. And if it is, this message is going to crack something open in you today. Because here's what they never told you. God did not keep you alive just to pay bills. He kept you alive for a moment, a specific, unrepeatable, divine moment. And I need you to hear this. That moment might be right now. Let me ask you something hard. What if the ladder you've been climbing your whole life is leaning against the wrong wall? You got the degree, the job, the house, the title, and it still feels empty. Here's why. Most people spend their entire lives chasing what I call the 5 Ps. People's approval, possessions, paychecks, power, popularity, and then they sprinkle a little piety on top. Go to church on Sunday, post a Bible verse, feel better. But you can do all of that and still completely miss why God put you on this earth. That's not success. That's a tragedy dressed up in a nice suit. Esther had the palace, the king, the crown, the comfort. And when her people were about to be destroyed, when the moment came that she was born for, her first response was, I can't risk my position for y'all. I can't risk my comfort, my status, my security. Sound familiar? We've all said it. Maybe not out loud, but we've lived it. I need to change how you see every hard season you've ever walked through. Right now, the moment God was getting ready to use Esther, a man named Haman rose to power. One mission, destroy her people. That was not random. That was strategic. Before David wore the crown, he had to face Goliath. Before the Red Sea split, Pharaoh's army was on their heels. Before Daniel walked out of the lion's den, he had to be thrown in. Write this down. The enemy does not waste ammunition on people who are no threat to him. If your life has been under attack, if everything feels like it's falling apart, if the enemy has been coming after you from every direction, that is not a sign God forgot you. That is a sign you are dangerously close to your moment. He attacks purpose. He targets destiny. He does not fight people he's not afraid of. But here's the layer that will wreck you. Haman was an Agagite. That name matters. Hundreds of years before Esther, King Saul was told to destroy King Agag. All of him. Everything connected to him. Saul said, nah, I'll keep the good stuff. Partial obedience, half a job. And that one act of disobedience, it produced a legacy of destruction that Esther was now being forced to face. Some of the battles destroying your life right now are not new battles. They are the fruit of something that was never fully dealt with. Old wounds, old patterns, Old sins nobody finished off. The question is not, why is this happening to me? The question is, will you be the one who finally ends it? Esther is sitting in the palace. Mordecai sends her a message. Your people are about to be wiped off the face of the earth. And Esther says, I used to be like y'all, but my situation is different now. I have a palace. I have a husband. I have a life. Translation, I made it. Figure it out yourselves. And she forgot one crucial thing. She didn't get there on her own. Listen to me. A turtle doesn't climb to the top of a fence by itself. Somebody put it there. God told Abraham, I will bless you so that through you all nations will be blessed. Did you catch that? The blessing was never the destination. The blessing was the vehicle. The blessing was never for you, it was through you. And here's where it gets real. Think about sand. On the beach, it's worthless. Walk right past it. Package it for a playground. Now you're buying bags of it. Glue it to paper, sandpaper, useful. Take it to Silicon Valley. They make computer chips. Same sand, worth millions now. What changed? Not the sand, the purpose. God's people are the same. He doesn't ask how much you have, He asks what you're doing with it. A refrigerator that won't cool is just a box. A stove that won't light is just furniture. Doesn't matter what it costs, doesn't matter how good it looks. If it doesn't do what it was created to do, it is useless. Don't be a gorgeous, expensive, useless appliance. Mordecai looks at Esther and he says something that should shake every person watching this video. Do not think that because you're in the palace, you will escape. If you stay silent, deliverance will come from somewhere else. But you and your family will perish. And who knows, perhaps you were placed here for such a time as this. Read that again, slowly. He's not begging her, he's warning her. He's saying, God's plan will happen, with or without you. But if you opt out, you don't just miss the moment, you lose your protection. And then Esther finally breaks. She stops calculating the risk. She stops negotiating with fear. And she says the 7 most powerful words in this whole story. If I perish, I perish. 4 words in Hebrew. One declaration that changed everything. That is not recklessness. That is not stupidity. That is faith, with its eyes wide open. Peter didn't know he could walk on water. He just stepped out of the boat. The 3 Hebrew boys didn't know there was a 4th man in the fire. They were already burning when he showed up. Daniel didn't know the lions wouldn't eat him. He was already in the den when God shut their mouths. Real faith does not wait for a guaranteed outcome. Real faith steps and trusts God to be there when the foot lands. You know the Matrix. Neo is living a gray, ordinary life, going through the motions, doesn't know who he really is. Then Morpheus sits down across from him and says, "We've been waiting for you. You are the one." And he holds out 2 pills. Blue pill, you wake up tomorrow in your bed, in your ordinary life. This was just a dream. Nobody ever knows what you could have been. Red pill. You find out how deep the rabbit hole goes. You step into power you never imagined. Purpose bigger than yourself. But I have to warn you, Mr. Smith is coming. The fight is real. I cannot promise you smooth. I can only promise you it is worth it. Neo reaches out, takes the red pill, and Morpheus says, "Welcome to the real world." Today, right now, I am offering you the same choice, the blue pill. Close this video. Go back to the routine, the bills, the job, the grind, and this is just another thing you watched one day. Or the red pill. You walk away from this and say, I don't want ordinary anymore. I don't want to just exist. I want my time. I want to know why I'm still here, and I want to go do it. The turtle only moves when it sticks its neck out. It's time. Before you go, I have one question, not about your career, not about your goals, about your moment. Is it possible that everything you've survived, every door that closed, every night you cried and didn't know why, was God preparing you for something happening right now? Esther was born for a moment. So were you. Don't let the fear of losing what you have cost you the very reason you were given it. If this hit you, drop "It's my time" in the comments right now. Don't think about it. And if you know someone sitting on their purpose, playing it safe when they were called to something greater, send this to them today. Not tomorrow, today. They're waiting, and so is the moment they were made for.